This story is entitled Loop, written by That's a Girl. The original story can be found in the description of this video. Ever watched that movie Groundhog Day? I assume most people have, but if you haven't, in short, a guy gets stuck in a time loop where the same day repeats. The same thing's been happening to me. At the end of the day, it all just repeats. It's been like this for, I don't really know anymore. When it first started, it was pretty awesome. Doing whatever you want with no repercussions. Being able to talk to your crush and use what you learned about them to be with them. Finally fulfilling your dreams. Although, it sucked losing all your progress every day. In some cases, I've even experienced death, or whatever form of death this thing creates. None of it matters. I always come back. Being able to finally have the things you always wanted felt great. I've never done anything too bad, but I have taken my anger out on people. I'm not really proud to say that. If I'm gonna be honest, I may have kind of killed people, just to see what it's like. Reading this aloud makes me sound psychotic. In my defense, this whole thing just keeps repeating, so it's not like they'll remember anything. Most of the time, it's been strangers and occasionally neighbors. I wanted to try something different. First was my mom. I did it while she slept. I hope she didn't feel a thing. Second was my sister. I feel bad for doing it to her, but somewhere inside my mind, I thought she deserved it. She always complained about every little thing as if it was supposed to be handed to her on a silver platter. I would be lying if I didn't say a smile appeared on my face as I watched the color from her face drain. Next was my dad. I got him when he came home. He saw Mom dead in her bed. He walked into my sister's room and saw me on the floor next to her. He put two and two together. He put up quite a fight. I didn't want him to struggle. I constantly said I was sorry to soothe his mind as he tried to crawl away. I watched gleefully as his blood formed a pool underneath him. I still can't believe I was starting to like doing this. It took him a while to bleed out. Finally was my brother. The sound of the knife being plunged into his neck still haunts me, but back then it felt great. I remember him faintly asking, "Why?" I gave him no response. I felt none of them deserved one. I backed away from his body and admired my work. I should say, I propped their bodies up on our couch. I don't know why I did that, but I went to bed with a smile. I found it hard to sleep. Not by what I did, but by what I'll do. Eventually, however, I did fall asleep. I noticed the birds weren't chirping like they did every other day. Walking downstairs, their bodies were still on the couch, and what an awful stench they developed. For a moment, I was happy that the loop had broken, or at least it was a new day, but that happiness didn't last long. What I did yesterday carried over. I don't know if their bodies are still there today. I haven't been there in a while. I wish that same part of me that made me do that made me stay at least. But this part of me can't stand to look in their lifeless eyes. With the loop broken, they're never coming back. This might be a bit far-fetched and I don't quite understand it, but what if I wasn't the one stuck in the loop? I mean, I was stuck in it, but What if I wasn't the one causing the day to repeat?